guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to episode 46 of the First Star Challenge with Everton. Now, first things first today, if you follow me on Twitter, you already know our Champions League group. But if not, and even if you do know Champions League group, let's have a look at the draw and see how we got where we got. So here we go, Champions League group draw for another season. We are seeded third this time. Now, I have a theory that being seeded third is actually worse than being seeded fourth, because what tends to happen in the fourth seed, I think, is bigger teams tend to get in there for teams from bigger leagues. So like Real Sociedad, it may actually not be that bad. I thought you might get a couple of bigger Spanish, Italian, German club. It looks like it's not too bad. A couple of Dutch clubs in there, which isn't ideal. We're actually in a decent pot here, aren't we? Because we don't get Milan, we don't get Leverkusen, we don't get Benfica. So my theory, we don't get Valencia, has been absolutely blown out of the water here. So that's good. All right, let's skip through the first seeds here. Let's not waste any time. We'll get to our pot here. Second time around, who do we get? So Atletico Madrid, Lyon is open. Barcelona's gone. Thank you, Liverpool. They've taken them for us. Paris, we're going to get Paris again, aren't we? They're still available. Juventus and Leipzig. Dortmund's gone. Because obviously if we can't get drawn in with another English club, so once a team's been drawn in with a group, I'm sure most of you guys know that, but just in case. Alright, so this is our group. Who do we want here? We're going to get Paris. I don't even know why we're bothering doing this. Almost anything else is fine. Do we want Bayern and Monaco? Could be a little bit tougher. Porto Inter looks the dream, because Porto's your best bet for number one seed, isn't it? Leipzig looks like they could be a decent draw for us, but they're actually quite a good team. And we got first out. Look at that. So it's Atletico Madrid, and it is Lyon. So we avoid Paris out of the group stage this year, which is good. That's the group, isn't it? That group is the dream. That is the dream, isn't it? All right, let's skip through the rest of this. Draw next team. So we get PAOK as the other team. So that's not bad, is it? A Greek team, you would imagine, is not too bad. That's the group. Atletico Madrid, they're tough, but it could be worse. Lyon, again, tough. It could be worse. It's not Barcelona. That's a second seed you didn't want to get. And PAOK, or however you say that, is not... I mean, it's a Greek team. It's not too bad, is it? So, let me know what you think in the comments. I think that's doable. So there we have it. Now today we're going to play Chelsea at home in the league, who are 9th. And then PAOK, I don't really know how you say it. But anyway, we play them at home in our first Champions League group game. This is the easy hit, the must-win, isn't it? At home to the 4th seed. So we really need to be trying to do that. Now, as you can see, since last episode where we opened the season with a disappointing loss, to be honest, away to Manchester United, we've had a bit of a mixed bag. We went and played Newcastle. No, we didn't. We played Leicester City next. We actually went behind early in this game, but we responded really, really well. Stark, Davies, Bernard, and Calvert-Lewin with the goals. You can see from the match stats and from the player ratings, we were the better team. We deserved to win. Maddison actually played quite well, as his match rating would suggest. So, contemplating a bid, to be honest, but I don't think it... Maybe we could 24 in English. Maybe we should do that. Anyway, so that was a good, solid win. Then we went and we played Newcastle. And again, we went behind early in this game. We didn't play as well. Nick Stark with a double. Just absolutely 2 goals in 3 minutes. Amazing from the set piece. Overall, though, we did deserve it. You can see we dominated the match stats. We had the better players and the player ratings. So a decent enough performance there. Then we played Spurs at home. Now, last season, it was what killed our season, wasn't it? Is losing to the teams around us. We hung on. You can see from the match stats here. And our best goal player was our goalkeeper. We really hung on in this one. We were unconvincing. We just clung on to a point for dear life. And in the end, we got there, which is an improvement, I guess. But at home, I would have liked to at least give them a game and look like we were on their level. Then we played Arsenal. And again... the match stats here, I think, tell a lie, because we were far superior. We were second best. You can see they opened the scoring Mkhitaryan. Rafinha got an absolute worldie to draw us back level. They scored again a couple of minutes later, and we just never really looked like going again. Right back, I mean, it was Mason Holgate last game against United that went horribly. This time it was Kenny. We brought Holgate on to replace him. Right back continues to be a little bit of a problem area for us, especially in these big games. But like I say, we can't complain about that result because we were thoroughly second best, which is becoming annoying. There's a theme that we can't beat the teams around us, and I'm not sure why it is. I don't know if we're being too conservative. Yeah, I don't know. But there's the league table. Given the start that we've had, we've played United, we've played Arsenal, we've played Spurs, who, where are Spurs? They're up there as well. So it's not as bad as it looks, but I mean, we're a mid-table team right now, so that's not great. And we are playing Chelsea first up. Now, Chelsea are managed, and there's the Champions League group there. Chelsea are managed by Thomas Tuchel, who, of course, is the PSG manager who has just ruined our seasons the last 2 seasons. So it'd be nice to get a little bit of revenge for this one here. Now, we have just come back from an international break, so our team selection, you can see we've got some tied players that have come back from international duty. So this is the freshest team we have. It's Lafont in goal, who's been absolutely magnificent. Digne, Stark, Luis Felipe, and Holgate as a back four. Morrow comes in to play the deep-lying playmaker role, along with Sergio Gomez, Rafinha, Vlasic, and Bernard as a middle three, in behind Davy Selke, who you can see from match ratings hasn't scored yet, hasn't really played well either. Hopefully, we'll turn that around. So we can see the way Chelsea are lining up. We are going for it a little bit more. We've got Vlasic in. We're going with the number 10. We're going to try and have a go at them, especially at home. We really need to win this game. Go out there and enjoy yourself. What do I want to say to this? Let's go out there, give the fans their money's worth. Some calm, we have faith. And yeah, like I say, we need a result here. It's at home against one of these better teams. It's against Thomas Tuchel, who I'd really just like to beat thoroughly, to be honest. These PSG teams have just been too good for us, so hopefully we'll get the result here. A little bit of news on the contract transfer front. PSG did come in for Davy Selke. He wanted to go there. His Sigurdsson, it'd be just like him to score against us, wouldn't it? He wanted more money to stay, so in the interest of keeping him happy, we did offer him 135 grand a week, 5-year deal. So that'll be it for him now. If he starts complaining again, he wants more money, then we will look to sell him. That 5-year contract will take him up to 31, and we don't really want him hanging out any longer than that, I don't think. We don't want him tied in any longer than that anyway. I'd like it very much to be our decision if we keep him or lose him at the age of 31, especially on that sort of money. And Connor Dramé, the young right back, we ended up sending him out on loan. Of course, between Milo, Kenny, and Holgate, I don't think he was going to play that much, so I'd rather send him out. He went to Gillingham, and Gillingham's obviously where Bowler did really well last year, so hopefully if they can bring him on anything like they did Bowler, that will be good for us as well. Now, we've got a little bit of a passing movement here going. Rafinha goes on a bit of a run. It's back post there for Bernard! Oh, it's off the post! He's offside anyway, I think, was he? He did certainly look offside. We've come straight, it must be, because that's the free kick there. We've come straight back. Are we going to do something silly here? We have looked better with the number 10 than what we did do in the previous games. That said, we haven't got to do a little bit of defending here, and we've conceded a goal again. I don't know what to do about this. What I find frustrating is that I feel like our defense is pretty solid. So is it tactically we're doing something wrong? I did toy with the idea of going sort of a 4-1-2-1-2. So we have 2 men up front and a number 10. There was an anchor man in there as well. The problem with that is that we don't use wingers then. And I feel like between Bernard, Rafinha, Richarlison, we have really, really good wingers. So I'm kind of torn if that's actually the best thing to do or not. That is offside, surely. Surely? No. Okay. Well, this is, once again, we don't look like we know what we're doing. Surely that's offside. Barkley, he's surely got to be offside. Anyway. So this isn't working clearly. What can we do here? Let's maybe drop off a touch, put a bit of pressure on them. They're a passing team, so that's all fine. Let's keep it going, see if there's any... I am getting a little bit annoyed at this point because I don't really understand... Are we just getting off to a slow start? I mean, Selke hasn't played particularly well. He's kind of our goal source, to be honest. Yeah, maybe it's just that... There's a decent ball there for Selke. Finally, can he get one here? Come on, Selke. He's gone into a corner. He's tracked it back. Bernard, it's there for Gomez! Sergio Gomez. It was scrappy, but kind of well worked at the same time, wasn't it? Selke ran into a blind alley. Managed to... I don't know if he cut it back or if it was just kind of ricocheted out from a tackle. It just kind of ricocheted out. Bernard, really good presence of mind there. And Gomez could hardly miss, could he? He could hardly miss. Let's give it a demand more. And we are now back in this game. It's the first signs of life. Fladgy just picked up an injury, and this is just the sort of season we're having, isn't it? All right, so Canente's tied. We'll bring Sander Berg on. We'll push Gomez forwards. Sander Berg can play most positions in midfield, so that's fine. What we don't want is Vlagic picking up a longer-term injury. So we won't risk it. We'll just take him off before it gets too serious. That's a good ball in for Bernard. Oh, decent save from Kepa. We're looking a little bit better now, aren't we? This is going a little bit better. Let's give it a get creative. Yeah, part of me now wonders if I am just being a little bit too conservative against these better teams, and we need to back ourselves because it's just over for Morrow. That we do have good players, and I don't necessarily need to fear, the bigger teams like we perhaps needed to when we first came in and just look for results. We'll give it another get creative. We can only really say we're not happy, but the match stats have swung back to a very even game. The annoying thing about that second goal too, actually, is that we did work on defending set pieces in between games. So we'll say I don't want to yell at them. I don't think, just a calm. We're not happy. Everything else there looks fine. I don't like that Bernard's looking anxious, but we know Bernard doesn't play before Christmas anyway, so we might even look to take him off for Richarlison if that continues here. I don't want to overuse too many players, given that we have just had an international break where some of them would have played 2 games in a week. I want to try and keep a goodish team fresh for the Champions League, because as I said, that is. It's the must win, isn't it? It's the give me of the group at home to a team like that. I'm going to take Selke off. He's not playing well again. We're going to have a word to him in between games, I think. We've already made a sub, of course, so we don't want to go over the top here. Digne's not playing well either. We did this last season though too. I'm sure we didn't start playing, and then suddenly we clicked. And last year I think we got off a little bit lightly because a lot of the bigger teams around us weren't playing well either, whereas that doesn't seem to be the case this year. The bigger teams have all got off to good starts, so we can't really afford to drop too far behind. Here goes Rafinha on a run. That's there for Sergio Gomez. Gomez bends one. What a goal from Sergio Gomez with the double. That is a goal of the season contender. What a strike from Sergio Gomez. Amazing, amazing stuff. I should say too, there is a goal of the season, a goal of the month at the end of this episode. A bit of a Leicester special, to be honest, but look at that from Sergio Gomez. That is absolutely stunning. We'll give it a demand more, but out of nowhere, we were absolutely nowhere in that first 20 minutes, and suddenly we find ourselves equal, and now can we push for a win? It's a decent looking pass, but Ramos is there, back to Lafont, and we build from the back. Come on, boys. Stark has been absolutely on fire. 3 goals already this season from set pieces. I mean, that's what we can do with our defenders. They are sort of towers as well as quick on the ground. He goes Rafinha on a run. Rafinha in for Terry Cook! Oh, it's not been given. It's not been given. He must have strayed offside. He's consulting with VAR. Oh, unlucky. How bad was it? Oh, referee! No, that is. Surely the advantage goes to the attacking player. That is even at absolute worst. That is even. Come on, boys. Demand more. Let's keep pushing on here. Digne's not playing well. Morrow is absolutely knackered in there. Is there somebody we could bring on? Canente, maybe. We'll bring on Canente just for the end here. See if he can get a little bit of magic. We'll put Sander Berg back to the deep-lying playmaker role. A little bit of fresh legs in there. We'll throw out a get creative if we can as the last shout of the game. All right, come on, boys. Come on. Is this going to be a highlight for us? Rafinha, who's lost out. Are we going to... No, we don't deserve to lose this game, I don't think, from what we've done this second half. Gylfi on the ball. You just know Gylfi's going to come back and haunt us, don't you? But cross comes in. Oh, and it's a goal at the back post from a guy I tried to sign as well. Unbelievable. All right, let's go attacking. All from our own stupid throw-in as well. We've got too many men forward, not enough men back. Show some passion. Come on, boys. Digne, maybe I should have taken Digne off, and this is going to be it. And once again, we lose to a team that's up there with us. Once again, we lose to Tom. I'm really developing a dislike for Thomas Tuchel, I'll be honest. Nothing to do with real life, purely from Football Manager. And Sergio Gomez's heroics, in the end, count for absolutely nothing. I'm going to say I'm far from pleased. Just a twisted knee for Vlasic. He will be out of the PAOK game, but he's not too bad. We fall to late defeat. We're going to have a team meeting, I think, because, yeah, I mean that's just not good enough, is it? I mean, as I said, we've had a tough start to the season, but yeah, that's not only 2 points behind Liverpool though, so maybe signs there. But we're going to drop further down because that was the early kickoff. Anyway, guys, right there, we'll be back for some Champions League football. Okay, welcome back. It is time to get this Champions League campaign underway. You can see we're heavy favourites for this one, although they're in excellent form, and that's probably through coming through the Champions League qualifying, I would imagine. Our form has dropped off a little bit. Now, we have had a team meeting, the old, buck up your ideas, boys, don't let your head drop. Everybody agreed, we got all greens on that, so that is good news. The bad news is Rafinha is out for a month. Not ideal. Maybe you'll be back a little bit sooner, but sprained ankle... yeah, not ideal. This is the team we're sending out. Lafont in goal. It's Tiemann, Pennington, Tar, and Milo as a back four. Drinkwater, and Davies in midfield. Davies, we're trying this in Mazzella to see if that works. Richarlison, Gomez, and Bernard in behind. Terry Cook up front. Digne hasn't been doing it, so he gets dropped. Digne, Selke. Not the strongest on the bench as well. We have, what's his name? Axel Witsel is match fatigued, as is Sander Berg. So we've got two of the youngsters, Carroll and Denny, on the bench. But as I said, hopefully it'll all be fine. Let's just say, go out there, relax. The result will come. Some passionate, we have faith. We need a win here just as much to just start and get things back on track. Our last results, we've drawn Spurs in a game we should have lost, to be fair. We've lost to Arsenal, we've lost to Chelsea, albeit the Chelsea game with that offside goal for Terry Cook. Possibly, we can consider ourselves unlucky in that, but it's the results that count. And the results just haven't been there, and I just think we need to, hopefully, we'll get a good result here. Tiemann, he did really, really good. The game that he played in the league, he did really, really well. It's a bit of a loose pass there for Bernard. So actually, I have no concerns about him playing. Digne didn't do that great last time out anyway. Header down there for Drinkwater to pick up. Nice ball out for Gomez. Here's Milo. Can he get across in? Milo, it's headed away again. Drinkwater will pick it up once more. This is decent pressure. Davies in for Drinkwater. Drinkwater goes wide there for Tiemann. Oh, Bernard's a penalty. Is it a penalty? Tiemann! First goal for the club, I believe. It has to be his first goal for the club. It is his first goal for the club. 1-0 after 4 minutes in the Champions League. Excellent. It was just good pressure, wasn't it? We just kept the pressure on. I wonder if it was a penalty here on Bernard. It's two-footed scissor-kicking lunge by Pontus Jansson, I think that must be. Surely, if it's not a penalty, it's a red card, isn't it, referee? They've got an injury there anyway. Pontus Wandelboom. He's a known thug, I think, anyway, isn't he? But surely that was a red card. Anyway, let's not dwell on that. We 1-0 up, and that is all that really matters right now. And we didn't get an injury to Bernard, because we would have got an injury to Bernard, and that's a nice little reverse ball for Terry Cook. Back for Davies. Oh, it's there for Richarlison. Is he offside? He's not. We've got an offside. Go our way. That is 2-0. A really good strike on the volley from Richarlison. His first of the year, and now we seem to be cooking with gas, don't we? Good ball hitting Terry. It was a good. I thought, wasn't it was deflected for a second there, but that was a deflected. Look at that, Richarlison. No keeper in the world reacting that quickly. Give him some praise. That is excellent stuff. 2-0 up now after just 10 minutes. And yeah, you hope we're cruising. Now, the other game in this group ended as a draw, which, needless to say, is absolutely perfect. They've both dropped 2 points. Should we manage to hang on here, we would then be top of the group. Yeah, and sort of job done in the sense that we're top of the group already. Milo, that's a good ball for Bernard. Oh, it's off the post. Bernard is just not, as I keep saying, he doesn't play before Christmas, but we'd like him to be putting some chances away here. Gomez, back post, it's penalty, free kick. The one problem we have, now Canente is also match fatigue, which is why he's not playing this one. The one small issue we have with Rafinha injured and him not playing this one is set piece delivery, because they're sort of our two main guys. Gomez is fine, but we do drop off a little bit by not having one of our two South Americans in there. We have kind of dropped off a little bit here, haven't we? I am tempted to give Milo the start at right back. Here goes Davies. Oh, it's off the post. Unlucky. Because the other two, neither of them have really grabbed it. It's not going to show the attributes there just yet. Hopefully we'll get another chance before half-time. He's just improving rapidly. He's potentially a world-class Richarlison. Too easy for Richarlison at the back post. It's another assist for Gomez, another goal for Richarlison, and that is now 3-0. Excellent stuff. We'll give him some praise. It was just too easy. There was just a bit of a lofted nothing ball in. Gomez and Tomon exchanging passes. It was just nothing on, and look at that. He's unmarked. Keeper, actually. Is that Pope? What's his face? From Burnley, I wonder? Nick Pope, it is too. Yeah, you can see, look, he's just improving hand over fist. He's arguably our best right back already, so I'm thinking we might just give him the spot, so that it's his to lose now. We've been giving Holgate games. He's done okay, nothing as bad as that first one against Man United. Brian said in the comments, he was only ever going to go one way against Eden Hazard, and in hindsight, I think I should have maybe not played him in that one. We just say we're happy, get out there, keep it going. I do wonder if this might be a decent game to bring Selke off the bench and see if we can get him on the score sheet. But to be honest, Terry Cook's done fine. He played a big part, if not the assist in that. Was it the first goal or the second goal? It wasn't an assist, but he certainly played a big role in it. So I don't really see the need to make that change. Pennington with a header. It might be offside on Drinkwater, maybe on the goal line there, I think. Drinkwater actually got the last touch. Yeah, I think he was offside. It would be interesting to see if it was going in anyway. He is definitely offside. Was it going in? Probably not. It was probably going wide. They're looking disinterested. They're suddenly wondering what they're doing in the Champions League. And yet we needed this. We really, really did. Kouate, I've always rated him. It's the kid, it's not really a kid, I guess, but the guy at West Ham, I believe. Akpom. It's like a Premier League rejects team, isn't it? Come on, boys. Let's nick this. Let's not let them get back into this game, please. They're pinging it around nicely. That's a loose pass. We claim that with Bernard. Can we send Terry Cook in here? Can he get a goal in the Champions League? It's gone. No. Not really the best pass from Bernard there, is it? We have Fulham coming up in the league after this, and then the Carabao Cup. Again, we got West Ham in the Carabao Cup. We're not going to take that too seriously, though. Milo, good ball in, headed away. Richarlison's there on a hat-trick, of course. Richarlison, can he get his hat-trick? Oh, can he ever? What a strike from Richarlison. Third goal of the year. I think it's his first start, actually. We maybe got one start in the league. But he is absolutely flying. I think there's players claiming places in the sort of first choice team here, isn't there? Richarlison would have come in anyway for Rafinha. That's a stunning strike from Richarlison. I think Milo has definitely earned himself a right back space. Terry Cook arguably is outplaying Davy Selke right now. I'm wondering the other thing we might do, given that Gomez, this will be his second game in about a week. Oh, Richarlison's got 4. He's got 4. What is the Champions League record for goals in a game? Now, I remember Messi getting 5. Has anybody ever got 6? I don't remember anybody ever getting 6. So Richarlison here is potentially on a sort of a record thing. Let's go to penalties. If we were to get a penalty, we want Richarlison to take it. Where is he here? There we go. Yeah, what can he do? Can we? It's still half an hour to go here. This could be anything in the end. Keep our concentration here, boys. Oh, Lafont with a decent save onto the post. Let's maybe give it a demand more next time we can, just to make sure that we're not going to slack off here. Ball comes into the box. Back post. Oh, it's not the best marking there, but that's fine. Let's go attacking as well. Let's really go at them here. Because, goal difference could come into play. If it's going to be a tight group between ourselves, between Lyon and Atletico Madrid. Oh, Pennington's got another one. That's 6. And as I was saying, goal difference here could actually be a thing. If it is going to be tight between ourselves, Lyon and Atletico Madrid, a nice 6-0 to start things off is definitely what we need, isn't it? Still, just said 25 minutes to go. What is now? There's 8-0. Listen, there's the record in the group stage, I believe. I think the Red Mob got that, so it'd be nice to nick that record off from here if we could, wouldn't it? Lafont rolls it out to Pennington. Pennington in for Gomez. A little bit of space to run into in wide areas here. Look at that. He goes early for Terry Cook. Can Terry Cook get his name on the score sheet? Not quite that time. Oh, this is excellent, excellent stuff. This kind of just banishes the Chelsea memories to the past, doesn't it? Can we give them some praise here if we can? There we go. Go on, boys. Keep going. Gomez is looking tired. You know what we might do? Actually, you know what we can do here? We can kill two birds with one stone. We can rest Gomez, and we can get Selke on the pitch and go 2 up top. There we go. I mean, I feel like they're essentially doing that. And, you know, Gomez has had absolutely no defensive responsibilities. If we've got 2 up top, we're more chance of scoring, aren't we? And that is what we're all about here right now. Selke on the pitch. Can we nick another goal? Can we at least get to 7? At least get to 7. But can we get to 7? It doesn't look like it's maybe going to happen. This is probably it. Just put them out of their misery here, ref. A nice 6-0 to start our Champions League campaign. Is there a 7th in it for us? Drinkwater gets the ricochet. It doesn't look like it. Shoot! Can we find Richarlison for 5, maybe? Can we find Richarlison for 5? It's a ball out there. Richarlison has it. Go on, Richarlison. Have a go yourself, Milo. And that's the corner. And that will be the game. Well, that is the best way possible to start the Champions League, isn't it? A nice 6-0. Timon got his first for the club. Pumba, not so much. We need a Timon and Pumba, don't we? Alright, let's just go passionate. Very well done. Or do the loudspeakers just play a Kuna Matata whenever he scores. Maybe that's what we need to do. There's the other result in the other game, as you can see. That was an absolutely stunning. 6 of the best for Everton. Richarlison, 4 goals in the Champions League game. That's an elite group he's in now, isn't it? He was superb in front of goal. And guys, that is it for today. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and ring the bell so you know when I upload new episodes as well. Now, we'll be back on, what's today, Wednesday? So we'll be back on Friday for, you know what we're going to do? We're going to come back for the Merseyside derby. Hopefully, we can always get smashed in that. Hopefully, we'll be playing a little bit better by then and we'll get a result. And Atletico Madrid away from home. We'll skip over the Lyon game away. Hopefully I'll be able to manage to get a result there. Even a draw, to be honest, away from home wouldn't be terrible. But that's all for Friday. Friday? Yeah, that's all for Friday, guys. The Merseyside derby and Atletico Madrid. So until then, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. And here are our goals of the month. Very less than heavy for August. Take care.